Yeah, hello, all of you out there. As you know, it's always my excitement to welcome you to this forum, cross-cultural experience, where we explore, different aspects of culture, especially for people who have left their culture of origin and have traveled somewhere else and have encountered something else, and then they want to share. The other thing we introduced is to look at culture from within, which is exactly what we are going to do today. My name is Uche Onyebadi, and again, welcome to the program. Now, I have somebody here who is all the way in Kuwait. He will introduce himself. So let me invite him to introduce himself and tell us briefly what he does. Okay, over to you. Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. How are you doing?
I'm doing
My
great.
name is DHARI al-ATAIBI. I'm a father of six, a husband, and I work as an assistant professor in the Gulf University of Science and Technology here in Kuwait in applied linguistics and applied psycholinguistics.
All right, I had the privilege of being at the Gulf, the same university some years ago. Very beautiful campus.
Well, after this, I ask you to come back again.
It will be
But
my
me as a
pleasure.
host and you would be my visit, yes.
It will be my pleasure to come back. Okay, now for those of you who are joining us for the very first time, if you want to be my guest, all you need to do is to email me at crossculturalexperiences@gmail.com. One more time, crossculturalexperiences@gmail.com. Don't forget the S. All right. Remind me again, how do I pronounce your name right?
Well, the thing is, the first letter of my name is the most famous letter in Arabic. Hence, we call Arabic لغة الضاد. That is the language of ضاد. It
Okay.
is probably one of the hardest sounds to pronounce for Arabs, let alone non-Arabs. So
Oh,
it's body.
Dari.
Yes, it's b,
Da.
where so the back of the tongue touches your velar,
Okay.
and it's body.
Okay. All right. I hope I'll get it right.
No,
Okay.
but Dari, but here's the thing. Now
Yes.
with Kuwaiti Arabic, we speak Arabic, but we speak a version of Arabic. It is Kuwaiti Arabic. And one of
Kuwaiti
the
Arab.
things we do is actually we lineate the sound, making it easier. So instead of calling me body, they actually call me body.
Dari. Okay. At
Yeah,
least I'm very comfortable with that. Dari. Okay. So
yes,
let's get down to the issue at hand. How
yes.
how do you, people in Kuwait, how do we how do they give names to their children?
Yes. Well, first of all, let us understand that a name in our area of the world is probably like many others. It is not just a tool to call somebody. It is more of a compressed social biography.
Okay.
By a name, I know his religion, I know his lineage, I know his tribe, I know his affiliations, I know
Hmm.
even the way he lives. So our names is a patronymic name. That is, it is your name, your father's name, your grandfather's name, your great grandfather's name, and it goes back. I can give you my name up to 500 years ago.
Oh my
So
goodness.
so I am Vari Abdullah, that is my father's name. Muhammad, my grandfather's names. Vari Abdullah, Muhammad, Hajjaj, Saif, Adnan. And then my tribe is La'tabi. And I can go in further detail up up to, and if you give me some time, a
Yeah.
week or so, I can give you my lineage back to Ishmael. So, or Ismail. So yeah, so it is a tool of identifying one's tribe, identifying the part of the tribe,
Okay.
the sect, the religion, and so forth.
I come from Nigeria, and in Nigeria,
Yes,
if you tell me your name, I could tell the tribe where you come from, but
yes,
I can't
yes.
back. I can't go back further back like you have done now. I talked to somebody from Kenya in East Africa,
Mm,
and he told me that a tribe there called the Luos,
mhm,
they give names mostly according to when a child was born. So if you were born
mhm,
in the afternoon, your name
mhm.
will carry something that shows it's in the afternoon. Do you have that kind of
Hmm.
thing?
It's very marginal, but
Okay.
the main naming is actually according to your father's name. So
Oh,
we call our eldest son on my father's name. So my eldest son is Abdullah, the same as my father. So my son's name is Abdullah, Vari, Abdullah, and then you can have the family name.
oh.
And his son is not it's not an obligation, but it's what expected. So he would call his son on my name and so forth.
And so forth. Okay.
Yeah. And so um and it's even when I was young, even like 12, 13 years old, they would call me Bu Abdullah as a nickname. That is the father of Abdullah.
Oh.
So what is your good father's name?
Right. My own father's name?
Yes,
Akwagu. That's his own
Akwago. So
father's name. That's his own
yeah,
father's
so
name.
your nickname would be Bu Akwago if you did not
Ah.
have your eldest son. So it is the father of your father's name. So this lineage
Hmm.
and the naming of it is very important. And it's
Okay.
not only on humans, they do the same with animals like horses,
Yeah.
the Arabian horse. They have the same lineage. They have to know the father's name, they have to know the money, and so forth. So this
Now,
is one way. Yeah.
when you say animals, does it mean your horse or just any horse?
Yeah, if you get a horse, you
Yeah.
name that horse, and it has to be written down, and then it has to be written if it is of purebred. Who's the father and who's the mother, and then they would ask the father who's the father's father and mother, and so forth.
Oh, so there's a lot of
And
history behind the way you give names, huh?
yes, and actually, in my case, my grandfather is Muhammad,
Yeah.
and my grandmother, my father's mother, expected my father to call me, the eldest boy, as Muhammad. But my mother had another idea, and she called me Bari. The problem is Bari is the name of a warrior of another tribe.
Okay.
And my grandmother did not that this did not sit well with it. This
Right.
actually changed now, and um, it is different, but she's still very traditional and orthodox in that name and in the tribal, uh, let's say, heritage. And
Heritage.
so she didn't. Yes, with
Yeah.
names, it's usually theology in
Okay.
nowadays in our world. So you
Th-
have names
yeah, please
of
explain. Explain what you
yes,
mean.
Abrahamic prophets
Yeah.
like Jesus. We have Isa, Abraham. We have Ibrahim, Muhammad, and you have Musa, Moses,
Moses.
and Ismail, Ishaq, Dawood, Yusuf, Sulaiman, as the King Solomon.
Yeah.
And so these are very popular in names. Another very popular naming is naming somebody with using the name of one of the names of Allah. He has
Oh,
99 names, so we have Abdullah, which means the servant of Allah, or Abdul Aziz, the servant of Aziz, or Abdul Rahman, the servant of Rahman, the most merciful.
okay. I'm getting something. So if it is Abdul something, it's named
Yes,
after. Okay. Okay.
yeah. So it is the servant of, or the
Of
worshipper of, yes, and the name.
Oh, okay. I'm so excited. At times when I see the names of the Emir of
Mhm,
Kuwait or Qatar, I wonder
mhm,
why is it then now you have explained it.
mhm.
The Emir is Sheikh Mishal Al Ahmed Al Jabbar Al Sabah. So that
Yes,
is now tracing the genealogy, going back all the
yes. So he is the son
yes.
Ahmed al-Jabir, and then the tribe of Sabah.
Oh, the tribe is Al Sabah.
Yes, it is a family. It's actually the tribe is Al-Anuz, but it is what they're known for. Sometimes you stop at one of the grandfathers and he becomes so known that you stop at him.
Yeah, so let me get it right.
Mhm.
Named after the father, then named after the grandfather, and then the tribe. Is that correct?
Yes, if you have a three name,
Yeah.
we have. a two-name system, DHARI al-OTAIBI. My tribe is AL-OTAIBI.
Okay.
And we're all over in Saudi Arabia, and Jordan, and Kuwait, and Qatar, and there are around 1 million of us. So the tribe is al-OTAIBI. And I would stop at that. If you want to know which of al-OTAIBI I am, I can go. There are two main branches,
Right.
Barga and Rog. I am Bargawi, and then it goes down within that. So it goes down like a family tree.
So
Top
if,
down.
if I were from the same area, if I were from
Mm,
Qatar, for instance, and
mm,
both of us
mm,
meet in London, and then
mm.
you describe yourself as Al-OTAIBI, and I describe
Yes.
myself, so we belong to the same tribe.
Yes. Yeah, we'll be cousins.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
it depends that now how close are we?
all
So
right.
we would just go back and we can figure it out.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a traditional or cultural ID card.
Yes.
You always know who is who.
Yes, exactly. Then we have main early Islamic figures like
Oh,
Umar ibn al-Khattab, Abu Bakr, Uthman, Ali,
yes.
Hassan, Hussein. People name their child after these figures, mostly men.
Men, okay. So there are
With
they can
women, we have Aisha, we have Fatima, we have
Mariamu.
Kulthum, Ruqayya, Maryam.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. So now they can name after popular figures or historic
yes,
figures.
yes.
Do you guys also name after events of the past?
Well, not events, but people in events. And this is
Okay.
actually the trends that actually affect the names. Now,
Good.
when the Arabic national movements were happening back in the 60s and 50s and 70s, a lot
Yes.
of newborn were named Abdel Nasser after Jamal Abdel Nasser,
Jamal
the
Abdel
Egyptian.
Nasser,
Yeah,
okay, of
or
Egypt.
Jamal.
Jamal.
The same with like there's a person in Kuwait who named his son George Bush Mtairi after Kuwait
No,
independent
no,
from Iran.
no, don't tell me that if I go to Kuwait, I'll find somebody called George Bush.
Yes, there is a one person that named George Bush Mtairi, and he was named after George Bush due to America's intervention in the occupation of Kuwait.
Okay, so the event and the main characters of the event can lead to a name. Is that correct?
Yes, and these trends actually changes with time.
Time.
So
Okay.
you will have names that become more popular. Sometimes names are names of more like adjectives. So the
Okay.
strong, the fierce, the sometimes it's animals. You have the leopard, you have the lion, you have, and there was a very old belief that
Yeah.
if you gave your son a good name,
Okay.
that he may actually turn out
To
he may yeah no the opposite. If you give
oh,
him an easy name, it may change him to become a non uh, effective part of the community. So they would give him strong names like the leopard and the lion and thunder. Or, but this is mostly in the past and mostly Bedouins, nomads, not
right.
people of the cities. Yeah.
You know, the same tribe I told you about in Kenya, they
Hmm.
also name after big events. And
Hmm.
so you go there, although it is Kenya, you go there, you find somebody called Nelson Mandela
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
South
Yes.
Africa.
Yes.
Okay. Let me challenge you now. Do you have a Barack Obama in Kuwait?
No, no, no. This actually the naming of George Bush is actually very rare, but
Oh,
it
okay.
is. But we had people named Saddam prior to the
The
Iraqi invasion
invasion.
of Kuwait. Yes,
Right.
and so after the invasion, they had to change their names.
I was going
But
to ask you
because
about that.
yeah,
Whether
yes,
they
they had
continue.
to. Yeah, we had Uday, we had Saddam, we had because we were very strong allies,
Yes.
and we have very strong ties with the Iraqi people, and after the invasion, because of the sentiment, and
Yeah.
they changed their names.
They change. Okay, so you're allowed to change your name if the person you are named
Yes,
after starts misbehaving. Then you can.
yes, you can. You have the right to change the name. However, to change the name, it is not a 2 hour thing where you just go in and change the name.
Oh,
No, it
okay.
takes, yeah, it takes some time because, as you know, um, different families, different tribes would not allow other people to be named after the tribe. And
Ah,
so, because of inheritance and because of lineage, so
yeah.
to be named after a tribe, you have to actually submit the documentation that you are actually really of that tribe. People from that tribe should come
And
and
then
give witness.
verify.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And the government gives you the utmost freedom to name your child, except for some names where they are banned.
Okay.
So you could not name your child after, let's say, a head of state you have a war with. You cannot name
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
child.
yeah. Okay, that's
Sometimes the government will intervene if you gave your child, and unfortunately, sometimes it happens out of malice,
yeah.
where the father would actually and the mother would divorce while the child was unborn. So the father, out of malice, would name the child a bad name. So the
Oh,
government would actually stop and not allow this.
no, 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 no.
They were
Okay.
not allowed. Yeah.
So what I'm getting from this is that you see, when we hear some of the names, we think, oh, okay, Al Sabah, Al Jabbar. I mean, it's
Mm.
common. No, 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 no. It actually has a meaning.
Yes. One of the things a lot of non-Arabs actually sometimes don't understand the name bin.
Bin.
So Mohammed bin Salman
Yes.
or Osama bin Laden or
Yes.
Ahmed bin actually means the son of,
Ah, okay.
and the feminine counterpart is bint.
For the females.
Yes. So if Fatima bint Muhammad, so it's Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad.
Ah,
Muhammad bin Salman, it's Muhammad, the son of Salman. So
okay.
this is more prevalent in Saudi Arabia, where they're like, if I was Saudi, my name would be Dhari bin Abdullah bin Muhammad bin Hajjaj, and so forth.
And
So the
so,
son of, the son of, yeah, in Kuwaiti we drop the bin.
again, I used to live in Kenya. That's why I know a little
Mhm.
bit about their
Yes.
culture. So the Maasais of Kenya, they
Hmm.
also have the same Ole. You say
Hmm.
Uche Onyebadi means Uche, the son of Onyebadi. And
Hmm.
the former president of Kenya, Arap Moi,
Hmm.
that's also how the name Daniel
Hmm.
Arap Moi,
Uh,
the son of Moi.
the
And
son of Moon, yes.
it goes on and on and on and
Yeah,
okay.
and this is why a name actually holds, in our world, it holds a lot of weight.
Wait, okay.
Yes, so you would be actually, if you did something out of the norm or you broke the law or whatever, and it's dishonoring, they would say, like, think of your name.
Oh,
What? Because you hold all this lineage with you.
yeah. So your name can be if you do something, we can actually look at your name and see whether there's a connection in the past.
Yes, so whatever black mark you have
Yes.
on, it actually goes back to your family. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Here's another thing.
Hmm.
When I see some of the names, in Kuwait and
Hmm.
generally in the Arab world, I see somebody called Mohammed, but it is spelled M-O. Others,
Hmm.
it is spelled M-A.
Hmm.
It ends with M-A. The other ones, it
Yeah.
ends with E-E-D. Is there any
Hmm.
what accounts for that? Why don't
Well,
we have one spelling?
yeah, this is a problem. Now the government
Yes.
is trying to do this. It's to unify the Latinization of Arab names.
Oh,
And we still have a problem here. I have it with my students, where 5 students, same family name, different spellings. But
yeah.
with Muhammad, it's actually a bit different. Here we go back to the Levantine versus the Egyptian Arabic. conventions where they would like to Latinize the names.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, and you would actually try find out where he's from by how he is named.
Named.
So it is,
Okay.
yeah, it's, in our part of the world, it's usually Mohamed.
Okay.
But if I find someone written with Muh, there is a
Yes.
chance that he is actually either from North Africa or East Africa. Their names would actually be Mu.
MU. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I mean this like I told you, I like to
Yeah.
understand how people I
And
mean
with the
it's
names, I can actually, once I hear a person's name, I can, like 80% of the time, know exactly from which country he is.
yes.
Whether he's from Levantine, the country is Palestinian, Jordanian,
Oh,
Syrian,
you
or
can
from
tell.
North. Yeah, there is a very high chance that I can tell from the name because there are trends in these names where it is more popular in that area of the world than in our area.
Okay, the Hausas,
But it's not a definite thing.
I
Mm.
understand. The Hausas in Nigeria also name, at times you can tell not just where they come from, but you can tell the village. So
Yeah.
Muhammadu Buhari from
Mm.
Buhari village.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, they
Okay.
used to do that a long time ago, where with now nicknames play
Yes.
into comes into play. Historically, they would name a person if he is not native from that land, from where he is. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we have a Kuwaiti guy called Muhammad al-Masri, that is
Yeah.
Muhammad the Egyptian, or Abdullah al-Kini, Abdullah the Kenyan, and because his ancestors who actually came from Kenya.
From there. Okay.
So yeah, and it's a kind of identification. It's not kind of like social hierarchy. It's more of identification.
It's very, very interesting because some of the colonial things we inherited,
Hmm.
will tell you that our ancestors didn't know what to do. No, what you're telling me is they had a system of doing things, only that the colonial masters never understood. And then they said it
Yes.
was nothing.
Well, here we come into the play is did they not know or did they intentionally
Correct. Okay.
rename
All
somebody? Yeah,
right.
there is a question. Did they really were ignorant of what a name actually holds, or
Oh,
they actually knew very well what this name actually holds? Hence, they changed the name and
they
everything
changed it
affiliated
because
with it.
it's still a colonial system. The one there is
Yes,
imposed on you.
exactly. Yes.
I think we can have one semester of lesson, if we start to
Yeah,
go into names. But I want to thank you so much
you're most
for
welcome.
this, yeah, because I've always wondered, especially when I get to know about the kings, Al Sabah, Al Jalal,
Mm,
Al this, Al that. I said, where will
mm,
the Al thing end? Now I understand that there's your name, there's the father's name, and then the village. And then you can
yes.
continue if you like.
Yeah, yeah, you can go back up to Ismail, and like after 500 years, it's not very easy to actually be very
500,
precise, but you can.
500 years. You can
Yeah.
go back 500 years.
Yeah, if I say Adari, Abdullah, Muhammad, Hajjaj, Saif, Adnan, Al-Ataibi, we're talking about seven individuals. So if
Yes,
each lives around 50 years, you can see
350 almost. Getting
yeah,
to 400.
yes.
All right. I know that this is a period of when you are fasting. So is it okay to say Assalamu alaikum one more time?
Yes, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the answer to assalamu alaikum, meaning
Yes.
peace be upon you, and I answer back, but peace be upon you too.
Something else I learned. I know how to say shukran.
Yeah, afwan. You send the shukran, and my reply is afwan, and thank you for having me. It's been a joy and a privilege, and uh, it's a privilege to know someone like you. And as I said, that now that it has been determined, you have to come back to Gust again.
Yes, I have to come back because
Yeah.
the fish I ate in Kuwait, I never forget it. There's a special kind of fish that is only found in Kuwait.
Zubedi.
Delicious. Delicious.
Zubedi.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Then next time you're here, we'll go fishing.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. And
You're
for those
welcome.
of you one more time who like to join me, cross-cultural experiences at gmail.com. Thank you one more time.
You're most
And
welcome.
may his peace be unto you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye for now.